Buggle, the top, looking for Kraft. Top floor right there now, Kraft. One-on-one, Kraft, and that's one. We're excited to have you stopping by. John Turner, Dan Stickraft, and we're talking high school soccer rankings and playoffs and much more here on this Monday.
There's good. Then there's sticky, sweet, spicy, double your napkins, don't even share with your own best friend. General So Good. Introducing General Soul Sauce for a limited time at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Let's do it.
Come on, Dad, get me.
Oh, nice play. All right, go. There you go.
So cute. At Ally, we're helping millions save more for the things that matter most to them. Whatever you're saving for, we're all better off with an Ally.
Get back to work. Oh.
Did you know that your garage door is the single biggest object on your home? So if you're looking to add some curb appeal, it's a perfect place to start.
And right now, you can get 12 months same as cash. At Dover & Company, we carry the area's largest selections from top manufacturers. And don't forget to ask about our openers and accessories. We have it all, from battery backup, remotes, keypads, and OHD Anywhere that allows you to control and monitor your garage door from anywhere with your smartphone.
Dover & Company, your hometown garage door company since 1936.
Northwestern is up from 12, now at 10.
So you're banana bread experts.
At this point. I'm Annie. I'm Morgan. And this is our banker, Dennis.
Hi, I'm Dennis. They came in and were looking for financing. They needed some seed money to get the business going.
I was with him when I got the news that we had gotten into our dream retailer. I said, you allowed us to get here.
I live vicariously through all my customers, and this was just incredible. I could share in that victory with them.
It sounds like you made that victory possible.
I had a little something to do with it.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Common in these rankings?
I wouldn't say uncommon, but Granville Calvin Christian
The ball goal in the top, looking for Kraft. Toffolo right there now. Kraft, one-on-one. Kraft, and that ball. We're excited to have you stopping by. John Turner, Dan Stickrat, and we're talking high school soccer rankings and playoffs and much more here on this Monday.
At Dort Financial Credit Union, we believe in fulfilling our members' dreams and care deeply about supporting our community.
Without amazing partners like Dort Financial Credit Union, we would not be able to do what we do. And that's truly the backbone of our organization, is having those partnerships and community relationships.
From supporting community events to our employee volunteers, we are passionate about giving back to organizations that are important to you and helping make our community a great place to live, work, and play.
Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in!
What makes Snyder Financial unique is that we're a family-run financial advisory firm.
Our clients enjoy working with us because we're a family. We understand family and relationships.
We absolutely find joy in building relationships with our clients.
And we really want to help them feel educated and feel empowered with their planning.
The level of service and commitment that we have to our clients, that's what we put above everything else.
Snyder Financial, a proud sponsor of the Flint City Bucks.
Beat Up Sweet Chili Lime Sauce has 3 perfect ingredients. Sweet, chili, lime. People keep telling us sweet isn't an ingredient. How these wings get sweet then? Introduce a new Sweet Chili Lime for a limited time at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Every small business has expenses as it grows. Whether you're a farmer, a wedding planner, or anything in between, PFCU can help. With a suite of business services, we can help build your business.
My name is Paul Tinian. I'm with the Michigan Jaguars. I'd like to welcome all of you to Michigan Jaguars Monthly and thank Jonathan for the invitation to be here on MSN. Just want to let everybody know that this will be an inside look at our club, and every month we'll be providing some new hosts and maybe some new guests that we're inviting in to get a better idea of what's going on in and around.
Thank you for stopping by the Michigan Soccer Network. To not miss out on any of the action, all you have to do is simply hit the subscribe button, and that way you're notified every time we bring new content or go live.
Welcome to Michigan Stars Elite Podcast provided by Michigan Soccer Network. My name is Erwin van Elst. I'm the Director of Coaching for Michigan Stars Elite, and I'm here today with our General Manager, Dan Chun.
I'm a husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
the kind of forgotten pillar, right, of sports, right, where like we always talk about it. We always say that the mental edge is the difference because everyone's, athletic, technical, tactical at a certain level, but we don't actually spend a ton of time on it necessarily, right? So, kind of talk to me about that. Do you feel like I can see there being huge benefits to all the kids and all the families from a just socialization and collective mental health standpoint with these conversations, and then also a
I work in nursing home, I work in the restaurant, and I own my own food truck. And I bank with Huntington. I used to always look at that sign, come on, own your own home. So one day I just said, okay, I'm gonna go talk to the banker. And he didn't tell me, no, it's not possible. He told me anything was possible. And that made me feel good. Hi, I'm Veronica, and this is my banker, Roger. He's awesome. He's a good guy.
Back to Beatrial. He'll take a shot and he'll bear it! And then he'll fire it from Billows and it'll go in! Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one and that's gonna go in! Oh, and both goals so far. He'll fire one and that's a wonderful save, Trinity. That's missed. Oh, it's Stone! And he'll fire one now from distance and that is in! What a strike by Ben Maher! Hello, everybody, and welcome into Troy High School here on this Tuesday, the 29th of August. It is rivalry night here on the Michigan Soccer Network as the Troy High Colts welcoming in crosstown rival and number 10 ranked Troy Athens Redhawks. My name's Jonathan Turner, alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Dan Stickrat. Excited to have you here along for the ride tonight.
This is year 43 of this rivalry game. It began when both schools added boys soccer back in 1981, so year 43. Been a lot of great matchups over 4+ decades between the Redhawks and the Colts, and even though the Colts are a little bit young this year, Athens lost some firepower to graduation as well, but we're expecting a good game. As rivalry games always go across the state of Michigan.
That they do. As we'll take a look here at the profile of Troy Athens High School, as I mentioned, based on the Michigan High School Soccer Coaches Association, ranked 10th in Division I. Last year they finished 12-5-2, second place in the OAA Red. They lost to Berkeley in the district semifinals. They returned 16 players to this lineup here this season, and they are coached by 13-year head coach Todd Hugh, only the second coach in the history of Athens High School. There are currently 1-1 in their 4 games they've played so far this season. And we'll take a look now here at the Colts. Colts here, over the last many years have been just phenomenal. 36-5-4 over the last 2 seasons. They lost in the regional semis last year to Rochester Adams. We covered that game. That game went to a shootout in which Rochester Adams won that. They went on to win the state championship for Division I. The record last year, the Colts, was 18-2-0. They won the Red. They graduated 16 players, of which 2 phenomenal players in John Palomino and Nick Worrell, who made up almost 30-plus goals for them last year. It's a big hole to fill those 2 players. And first-year head coach Adam Spink has a test ahead of him here this year, as they played 2 games so far. They're 0-2.
Yeah, when you graduate as 16 players, you only have one starter back. They have 9 kids that played some varsity ball towards the end of last season, but really 3 of those kids got some minutes off the bench. So it's almost, for the most part, a new roster for the Colts. Trying to reload in the OAA Red Division is not an easy task. You know, one of the power conferences in the state, anytime you lose that many players, there's a few other schools across the state as well are going through a similar situation as Troy, where it's a baptism on the fire every time you step on the field. You have to adjust to the speed of the game. You have to get used to playing at the varsity level. Sure, a lot of these kids play on quality club teams against kids from their age group, but when you throw in varsity lineups with, you know, freshmen through seniors, it's a different game. It's more physical. It's a faster pace, and Troy's going to learn every time out that they're going to have to grow up, and they're going to have to grow up in a hurry.
That they will, as each team, as we mentioned, one team returning 16, one team graduated 16, so 16 new players on their squad. Athens have 16 seniors this year, so they are going to be feeling the same pain that Troy High is feeling this season. 5 juniors, 2 sophomores, no freshmen. And Troy High, 9 seniors, 7 juniors, 3 sophomores, 1 freshman on their squad. Currently 77 degrees here in Troy, Michigan. Rain in the forecast. Rain came through here a little while ago. Rain possibility here through maybe this just the start of this match. Hopefully any type of inclement lightning will not be in the forecast here. But we are a minute 34 from the end of this JV game as we get ready for the start of this rivalry match here on the Michigan Soccer Network. When we come back here from our first break, we'll get you the starting 11s, the current OA Red standings. We'll talk about that, where teams finished last year, and so much more. So don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll have all the action and more live right here on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Let's do it.
Come on, Dad, get me.
Oh, nice play. All right, go. There we go.
So cute. At Ally, we're helping millions save more for the things that matter most to them. Whatever you're saving for, we're all better off with an Ally.
Get back to work.
Every small business has expenses as it grows. Whether you're a farmer, a wedding planner, or anything in between, PFCU can help. With a suite of business services, we can help build your business.
Since 1936, Dover has been specializing in doors for your home.
Do you do garage doors?
Dover does it. The area's largest selection to meet everybody's style and budget.
But do you do entry doors?
Absolutely. From steel, fiberglass, wood core, we have the look you'll love. Dover does it.
How about storm doors?
Of course, we have them all. Steel, aluminum, glass, and the very popular retractable screen. Dover does it. Were you going to ask about interior doors?
Why not?
You know it. Whether it's a hanging door, bifold door, sliding door, special shapes and sizes, Dover does it. For all your door needs, installation or service, trust the experts. We've been delivering quality for over 80 years. Dover does it.
I work in nursing home, I work in the restaurant, and I own my own food truck. And I banquet Huntington. I used to always look at that sign, come on, own your own home. Till one day I just said, okay, I'm gonna go talk to the banker. And he didn't tell me, no, it's not possible. He told me anything was possible. And that made me feel good. Hi, I'm Veronica, and this is my banker, Roger. He's awesome. He's a good guy.
There's good. Then there's sticky, sweet, spicy, double your napkins, don't even share with your own best friend. General So Good. Introducing General Soul Sauce for a limited time at Buffalo Wild Wings.
At Dort Financial Credit Union, we believe in fulfilling our members' dreams and care deeply about supporting our community.
Without amazing partners like Dort Financial Credit Union, we would not be able to do what we do. And that's truly the backbone of our organization, is having those partnerships and community relationships.
From supporting community events to our employee volunteers, we are passionate about giving back to organizations that are important to you and helping make our community a great place to live, work, and play.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Welcome back into Troy High School. We are just 11 minutes from the start of this crosstown rivalry. A rivalry that has been around for a very, very long time. Dan, when I was at Troy Athens back in 1996, my freshman year, I understood then how important this rivalry was in this city. It has manifested into something I think even more important than it did many, many years ago. There was not a trophy to be shared back then. There's now hardware on the line, as this is now officially called the Soccer City Cup. And these two teams are, I'm sure, excited to either hang on to that trophy if you're Troy Athens, or to win it for the first time in over 2 years, the Troy High Colts. So a big opportunity here tonight for them, being young. A lot of times, say, hey, looking at this team on paper, this matchup on paper, you would say that Athens should be the favorite in this game. Last year, Troy High was the favorite. They had not lost a game. The only loss they had previous to Athens' loss last year was in the state regional finals against Anchor Bay the year previous. So they lost this matchup at Athens last year. Troy High remembers that. Athens the favorite. Troy High could come in tonight. Maybe
a little bit hungry for an upset. I mean, they finished 6-1-0 in the OAA Red last year. Their only loss was to Athens back in mid-September. And they went on to go 18-2 and no draws last year.
Yeah. So,
with a senior heavy team. So we'll see. Maybe the younger guys, they understand what this is all about.
The tables have turned, though, Dan. I mean, 16 seniors on Athens this year, 9 seniors for the Colts. So it's anything can happen in these matchups. Let's take a look here at the OAA Red. A little different this year than it was last year. As in any league year season, teams can go up and go down. Last year's team that went down, Stony Creek, moved down to the OAA white, and incoming to the red is Seaholm. And interesting fact about these standings, Dan, which I think is interesting, is that if you look at them, there are not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ranked teams from across the state of Michigan, Division I, that are currently in the OAA red. The only teams not ranked are Rochester and Troy High. Troy High was ranked last week. So there would have been 7 teams if this chart would have been on the screen here last week. But Athens 10, Berkeley 6, Clarkson 4, Oxford 14. You got Rochester Adams, who's the number 1 ranked team for 2 weeks in a row. Then Seaholm, who last week was in 12. They are 12 again. They're currently 3-0-1. Athens plays Seaholm on Thursday. Troy High plays Notre Dame Prep tomorrow. Notre Dame Prep ranked in the top 10 in Division 3. With a good record. They lost to Ann Arbor Skyline last night, 1-0. So a very, very good-looking OAA red top 8 teams, 6 of them in the top 15 for Division I and the Michigan High School Soccer Coaches Association. So really, really cool.
You know, it's funny. It kind of goes in circles. Last year and this year, the OAA red seems to be, very deep league, and other years you'll see leagues like the KLAA and the Catholic League Central Division, maybe the Southwestern Michigan Athletic Conference. I mean, it goes in circles. The Blue Division of the Capital Area Athletic Conference. So I'm talking about power conferences around the state, the MAC Red, the Ottawa-Kent Conference Red Division. It goes in circles, but right now the OAA Red has been the premier league in the state in terms of absolute depth of teams. We have 6 teams ranked, and then we also have Royal Oak, which comes out of the OAA White Division. They are ranked in the preseason. They bring a ton of players back, so it's very good soccer in the OAA, and there's no nights off in conferences like this. You can't take a night off. You do so, you end up with a draw or loss. It can take you out of league title contention in a hurry.
That it can.
Just tonight, you have Rochester Adams is taking on Clarkson, a pair of top 10 teams squaring off tonight. We'll see that a lot this season. A lot of top 10 matchups, top 15 schools going at each other over the next couple months.
That we will. When we come back here for our next break, starting 11, the player walkout, announcements, national anthem, and first half kickoff coming up next on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship, because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Common in these rankings?
I wouldn't say uncommon, but Granville Calvin Christian.
Bug over the top, looking for Kraft. Top floor right there now. Kraft, one-on-one, Kraft, and that's one. We're excited to have you stopping by. John Turner, Dan Stickrat, and we're talking high school soccer rankings and playoffs and much more here on this Monday.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Northwestern is up from 12, now at 10. Welcome back here into Troy High School here. A look there at the Athens Redhawks and their fan base making their way here. Not a bad fan base at all there, Dan.
They're starting this Troy High Stampede is rolling in. The Athens Redhawks fan section is starting to amount on the north side of the stadium here.
That they are, and we'll take a look at the Colts here in a second as we'll bring you here into the press box and want to talk here for a moment about our subscribership. Something that we talk about here quite a bit on the network is how important it is for you at home, for you who are watching this matchup right now, or about to hear throughout this match tonight, to hit that subscribe button. It is a simple task, but sometimes seems very hard to accomplish. And what we want to talk about here is this. At 3,000 subscribers, our very own Steve Bask, he did the One Chip Challenge. He did it on the air. We recorded it. It was brutal. I have my chip now. It's finally come in. When we get to 5,000 subscribers, we will, in fact, I will eat this on the air live. Hopefully, hopefully. With,
I can still picture back in June, Steve's eyes were watering for like 3 weeks.
Yep. And but either way, the One Chip Challenge. So hit that subscribe button. The faster we get to 5,000, the faster I get to punish myself. As we'll take a look now here at the Colts and their fan bases. They're rolling in, and there they are. So it's good to see. School started for the first day here today in the Troy School District. A lot of schools got underway yesterday and late last week. My kids, they start their school here tomorrow. Their first day of school tomorrow. So everybody getting excited and ready for the first days of school. Summer is officially over for most of these kids. So, but yeah, we're excited. 13 seconds away here to get things underway. Let's go ahead and put the starting 11s on the screen here. And they're going to come on here right now. There they are. Starting 11 here for both sides. We'll start with Athens. Adam Etheridge in goal here tonight for the Redhawks. Mark Delacat being there as well. Gavin Farrow, Adrian Shoya, Miguel Ramirez, Brody Feinstock, the captain, returning starter from last year, Nick Rossi, J.D. Hutman, Griffin LeBay, Alex Marine, and Daniel Cadu will be in the 11 here tonight for the Redhawks. And now in goal here tonight for the Colts, Simeon Koloff, Graham Bauman, Johnny Worrell, Clay Kuzmano, Peter Lido, Andrew Pulowski, Santiago Blanco, Jack Hotz, Zarin Ahmed, and Nahul Laraket. And finally, the transfer from Windsor, Karol Yasinevich, the forward here, senior, playing tonight in his first match here for the Colts. As we're going to now pass this off to public address announcer here at Troy High to make the announcements.
Number 5, Gavin Farrow. Number 6, Dario Caju.
Number 7, Adriano Shauya. Number 8, Luke Izzo. Number 9, Miguel Ramirez Venegas. Number 10, Nick Lujurai. Number 11, Rodrigo Garcia. Number 13, Kevin Mertolari. Number 14, Brody Fonstock. Number 15, Nick Rossi. Number 16, J.D. Hupman. Number 17, Griffin LeBay. Number 18, Farish El Maruki. Number 19, Ethan Rem. Number 20, Alex Marie. Number 22, Manny Agbeto. Number 23, Daniel Kaju. Number 24, Bosch Baxi. And number 25, Joey Mendrick. The Redhawks are coached by Todd Hughes. And now let's meet your home team for tonight's match, your Troy Colts. Starting with number 0, Simeon Kovalev. Number 2, Christian Ozami. Number 3, Nicholas Kamagunga. Number 4, Nick Carpenter. Number 5, Michael Giglio. Number 6, Leo Penoza. Number 7, Graham Bowman. Number 8, Ben Sumner. Number 9, Johnny Wall. Number 10, Clay Kuzmano. Number 11, Peter Lito. Number 12, Andrew Paulowski. Number 13, Zephyr Fegley. Number 15, Noah Kamagunga. Number 16, Pi Tanafranca. Number 17, Avery Gale. Number 18, Santiago Coronado Blanco. Number 19, Jack Potts. Number 20, Mateo Coronado Blanco. Number 21, Zarin Ahmed. Number 22, Naol Laraket. Number 23, Ibrahim Dakrudi. Number 24, Carol Yashnevic. And number 28, Brady Courtney. The Colts are coached by Adam Spinks, and he's assisted by Jim Statura. And at this time, if you would all please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your hats as we honor our nation with the playing of our national anthem.
Beautiful rendition there of the national anthem. I think there was a trumpet that was playing there. As this game is just moments away here from getting underway, Dan, predictions are going off right now on our YouTube channel. We do have a poll currently going. It looks like right now we've got 11 votes. 73% of you say Athens is going to win this one. 27 say Troy High. What are your thoughts, Dan?
Well, I never like to say a final score prediction, but based on experience, I would assume Athens is the favorite this time around. But last year, Troy High was a senior-heavy team, and Athens was able to spring the upset. So you never can tell when it comes to arch rivalries. You pretty much throw out the past, the records, out the window. It's all about the next couple hours and what takes place on the field.
That's right. Athens tonight will be in the white kits, and they'll be going right to left on your screen. And the Troy High Colts in their all-black home kits will go left to right on your screen. In goal for the Colts, Simeon Kolef, the junior goalkeeper. And in goal for the Redhawks, Adam Etheridge, a senior as well. He'll be in the blue kit, and the yellow and black kit will be Kolef. As we are ever so closer to the start of this match. First time stopping by, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Referee checks with the press box. And there you have it. We are officially underway here from Troy High School. Jonathan Turner, Dan Stickren on the call here tonight, as the Colts taking on number 10 ranked Troy Athens High School. Immediate foul there is Colts will have the ball here right around the 40-yard line. Last year's matchup was 2-1 in favor of Athens. That game actually never got underway the first time around. They had to do a remake. So this ball goes in the box and cleared away. That's headed back in by Pulowski. A little shove from Lido, and Pulowski now won back by the Redhawks. This is Shoya making his way to Ramirez. Back to Shoya. Ramirez, he'll go down, and that ball will make its way to Kolef. Just like that, an opportunity for the Redhawks in transition. They're coached by Todd Hugh in his 13th year at the helm. On the flip side, the Colts are coached by first-year head coach Adam Spinks. He's in his third year with the program. Jimmy Satura led the Troy High Colts for the previous 10 years. As you had heard here, he's now a volunteer assistant here with the varsity team. This ball thrown in by Pulaski, now brought down by the Redhawks. Lost there by Cadu. And what you might typically see in a rivalry match like this, Dan, we talk about all the time, is there's a feeling out period here between these two teams, right? You don't want to come out overexposed and allow a quick goal. These are rivalry matches for a reason. These teams will leave it all on the field here tonight, I'm sure.
Yeah, I've had the pleasure of watching a handful of these matches over the last few decades, actually. There's been some great matches, not just in the regular season, but also in postseason play.
Yeah, foul there on that far side. A good look there at the crowd, and center referee there, Justin Janulich. Saw him quite a bit this summer up in Flint and across Gold Star. We'll see him again maybe I think it's Saturday at Gold Star FC. Detroit. This one kicked in and right down towards the top of the 18. That's headed away by Lara Kett, returning starter from last year's squad, playing center back. This ball into space. That's a good-looking ball, but intended there for Johnny Worrell, the brother of Nick Worrell, who starting forward last year, dream team player here for the Colts.
Lara Kett was the only consistent returning starter from last year. Kuzmano and the younger Worrell and Johnny both played a lot off the bench last season, but those three did receive a lot of minutes. Beyond that, there's a handful of guys that are on the roster but didn't get a lot of playing time. So experience is not on Troy's side at this point of the season. But as the season moves along, they play more and more very good teams, a lot of ranked schools in their league and in the non-conference schedule. They'll be very well battle-tested, and like I mentioned in the pregame, it's a little bit of baptism under fire for the Colts this season.
That it will be. Is this ball near side? That's Shoya. Another foul. So 3 fouls here in this one already. 2 in favor of the Redhawks, 1 in favor of the Colts. be brought back in here by Brody Feinstock, the senior defender, part of that team, starting 11 last year for the Redhawks. This one's put in. He played alongside Ben Maher last year at that center back role. This year we've got Alex Marine, the captain as well, along with Feinstock, 3 captains on this Redhawk squad. 3 captains on the Colts. Captains for the Colts are Kuzmano, Jack Hotz, and Naul Lerquette. On your screen right now, the high school ranking sticker. So the 4 divisions, top 15 teams, 60 teams in total going across your screen here. That's this past week, week 2 for the Michigan High School Soccer Coaches Association. Long storied history for the Redhawks, who have won quite a few state champions in their day. The last one for the most recent one, 2019 for the boys. Won that one on the the west side of the state. I think at East Kentwood High School. So now here comes Shoya looking in for Ramirez. That one will go out on a touch. In total, there are 6 state champions for the boys and 4 for the girls. The last one for the girls took place in 2000. My sister was on that team. I was a team manager, so that was the last one with them.
Athens had Miss Soccer that year. Tiffany Laskowski, I believe, went on to Michigan State.
Yeah, she did. We watched this past spring as Annie Morrell was enshrined to the Hall of Fame for the Michigan High School Soccer Coaches Association. Annie Morrell playing on that Plymouth Canton team that won a state championship the year after Athens did. And that's when she was Miss Soccer.
Annie Morrell is another very special talent.
Thrown in here by Gavin Faro. Played last year on the JVA side here at Athens. So in his first year at the varsity level. That's Kuzmano as this one's played up towards the transfer from Windsor. Carol Yasinevich there's a foul. I think that's a forced foul now, 2-2. So 7 minutes into this one, 0-0. Really nothing doing here for either side offensively. We talked about this, but a good student section. I'll tell you, man, there's some good student section. All that red there for the Redhawks. All the Troy High as well.
The Hawks Nest from Troy Athens and the Stampede for the Troy Colts on opposite ends of the bleachers there. Several hundred strong on both sides, and they're still growing as more and more kids trickle into the stadium.
If only they all had their phones on right now watching our game, but you know, we'll go home and watch it later. It's bomb in. Oh, Worrell on that far side. Worrell, a common name on our network, is I think almost every highlight video we have, a commercial space, have a call for Worrell scoring a goal. A beauty last year during the playoffs. Good work. From Griffin LeBay there, getting through 2 defenders of the Colts, but now here come the Colts themselves. Ball here on the near side to Leto, and looking to get by Gavin Faro, and Faro stands tall. All stays on the pitch there from Pawlowski. Now Hotz. You're looking for that one across. Up this near side now. Shoya. In the middle of the park. He's got LeBay. He'll take a shot from distance, and now one goes in.
That absolute laser from close to 30 yards out.
A 30-yard goal, and Adriana Shoya giving Athens the 1-0 lead here in the 10th minute.
Redefining the term uncorking a shot. Adriana Shoya, wide open, collects the ball right in the middle of the field and catches the goalkeeper napping off his line, and he puts a laser into the back of the net.
Athens goal scored by number 7, Adriana Shoya.
Shoya gets the goal from 30-plus yards out. First shot of the game, first shot on target is a goal. And now you've got Bauman now outside the 18 on that far side. A little shove there. Continued shove. That was from J.D. Huntman. He's a junior defender for the Red Hawks. This ball thrown in. This actually might make a way to Feinstock. It does. Almost all the way there to Etheridge. Now this one comes in. Marine will clear this one away.
You know, Jonathan, that type of goal is what you like to see in the game like this. Far too often, a lot of goals are scored on goal mile scrambles, off corner kicks. You know, kids are bashful about, taking a shot from distance.
No, I couldn't agree with you more, as Cadu comes away with that one, and that one's headed away by Jack Hotz. Just want to make sure I clarified this as we take a look here at the replay of the goal. As a strike there again. Yeah, you're catching Kolev in his first year at the varsity level off his line. And a good run up there in celebration from the Red Hawk faithful. Adam Etheridge has no relation to Melissa Etheridge. I just want to clarify. A foul now, a free kick coming up here for the Red Hawks, about 37 yards away from goal. A special shout out to our producer tonight, Sam Fisher, doing all the important work here this evening. Makes my life a heck of a lot easier. Looks like Feinstock will bring this one back in using his left foot. They are going to set up a wall here. It looks like a 3-man wall. Feinstock steps up. That's not a bad shot. Off the woodwork and up and over.
It worked a couple minutes ago. Why not revisit that? Shot from distance, just over the crossbar, but right idea for the Red Hawks. Not bashful of getting shots off from a distance.
So far this season, the Colts have allowed 7 goals, have scored 0 in their first 3 matches here so far. They played Utica Eisenhower in their first game of the season back on the 16th. It's now Bauman now, looking to go through that back line of the Red Hawks and unable to do so. As this one makes its way up to Delicat. He was looking for Ramirez, and then this one still on the pitch as it hits off of Laraquette. You see that crowd now. Shoya with a shot, and that one goes in. Adriana Shoya with his second goal here in the first 15 minutes.
They left him open, wide open, just inside the box again. Pulls a quick shot, puts one in with 27-22 left in the first half. Shoya on fire. 2 shots, 2 in the back of the net. Athens is up early, and they're playing every bit like an experienced team should. The top 15 team should. They are relentlessly attacking the Colts net, and already had 4 shots and 2 in the back of the net.
And just like that, the Red Hawks up 2-0 here in the first 13 minutes of this game. in total. Only 3 shots so far, of which 2 in the goal. A fast start here for the Red Hawks after that first 5 or 6 minutes. Really didn't show a whole lot here in this one, and now they're up 2-0 here in front of this big crowd. As a replay here, you'll take a look here now at that one-touch shot just outside the 18. If you add up the distance from where he's taking his shots, he scored goals in total from 50 yards plus from tonight.
You know, at the beginning of the season, you know, Troy Athens did lose All-Stater Daniel Watkins, their leading goal scorer last year. So who was going to step up and provide the offense for the Red Hawks in 2023? Well, Adriano Shoya is definitely taking that responsibility upon himself. He is having a great game so far. The 2 quick goals, and they're going to look to him in a lot of key matches this year to provide some offense.
Looks like that was hot on that far side, dispossessed. We have seen the Colts find a way to get behind that back line of the Red Hawks, just unable to get it a shot on frame or across. This one's still on the pitch, now clear up towards Shoya.
With Troy graduating John Palomino and
a foul coming up here. Now this one's a big one.
Nick Royal. They have a lot of question marks. Who's going to provide the scoring this year? So far, no one has stepped up in that role. Now they got a chance just to try to cut it into this lead.
So Jack Hodge will stand over this one. The senior defender, returning starter here from last year's team. Also a captain this year. Part of a team that 36-3-4 over the last 3 seasons. This hot steps up, and this one will be high and wide of frame, and she leaves the park in total.
Those types of chances might be few and far between for Troy in this game. You have to put it on target. You have to put something on frame. Even if it's not a goal, maybe it clanks off the crossbar, goalpost, off a defender, something that could create another chance. And it's just missed opportunity for Troy.
A few moments ago, Leo Pinoza stepped on the pitch, and now we're going to see Michael Giglio coming on as well. As direct ball will go all the way back now to Kolev. Pinoza now on the ball. It's Leto, and can't be kept down by Kuzmano, and rolls out. Oh, cut back. Referee says keep playing as Pinoza looking maybe go over the top here, looking for Worrell. That's Hutman. That one's kept on. Yazanevich, he'll go down. Worrell still on the ball. Yazanevich plays inside for Kuzmano, and that one will be cleared away by Alex Marine. Oh, good first touch there by Ramirez. Ball played up to LeBay, and he puts this one inside at top of the 18, and then that one is cleared away. Stays on the pitch. It's cleared up towards midfield. Hard tackle by Yazanevich. Good ball inside for Kuzmano, and Kuzmano will be credited with the foul just inside the 18.
So 4 fouls against Troy. They have yet to attempt a shot in this contest, down 2-0. We're nearing the midway part of the first half. Troy has not scored in any of their games this season. They're still trying to find somebody to step up into that role.
As I mentioned, they lost to Utica Eisenhower 4-0 back on August 16th in their season opener. And then this past, on August 19th, they lost to Perrysburg 2-0. And Perrysburg, Ohio team that traveled in here from Ohio. As Farrow up this near side. Sliding over comes Santiago Coronado Blanco. And he'll get the first yellow card here of the night on that hard tackle to Gavin Farrow. Yellow card coming in the 19th minute. So a free kick coming up here for the Red Hawks, just outside the 18. Looks like Delicat will take this free kick. Wouldn't be surprised if he tries to bend one to that near post there, Dan. And he does just that. And that one deflects off Kolev, off the line clearance, but they're going to call that a goal. So Brody Feinstock credited with that goal. It's 3-0.
Mark Delicat with a perfect serve, bent it right inside the 6. And Brody Feinstock redirected that shot just over the line. Troy tried to clear the ball, but enough of it was inside the net. And Athens is absolutely all over the Colts, 3-0. Usually in these rivalry games between these two schools, it's usually a one-goal game, but so far it has been all Red Hawks.
Scored by number 14, Brody Feinstock.
So Brody Feinstock is credited with the goal off that deflected save. Rebound from Kolev. Red Hawks here pressuring once again. That will be a foul. And now the referee reinforcing the need to make sure you don't kick that ball away after he blows the whistle. That was Luke DiGiovanni. Kicked that one away after the foul was called. No, Dan, you talked about that. You don't necessarily see a rivalry matchup like this where there's 3 goals in literally 20 minutes. The first goal coming in the 9th, so really all 3 goals coming here in the last 10 minutes. Take a look here at the replay. So this ball comes in, and again, it's not a clean catch, and then it just finds its way in, and that's a goalkeeper error. It was an uncontested ball right at him, and he was just unable to keep that one in cleanly. And that rebound is put back in. Is the shot here from distance, and that one will go to Etheridge. As a former goalkeeper, I can tell you there were many moments where I made some hiccups, and I was lucky in a lot of cases where it didn't cost us, and there were times where it did. And you talked about, you said the baptism, so to speak, of this team. Gaining experience. Kolev is a junior goalkeeper playing his first season, between the pipes here for the Colts. And there are growing pains associated with that. Understanding where you got to play in your positioning and the moment. You're playing in front of, fans here, Dan, too, where, it's arguable that there's probably close to 800 people here right now. That student section on that one side with the Red Hawks alone looks like there's 300 kids there. There's a crowd here. It's a crosstown rivalry. A lot on the line in regards to that moment, and sometimes it could be a couple minutes before you realize how to play through that. This ball go back now to Kolev. Play immediately here to Andrew Pulaski.
And Troy's done a nice job knocking the ball around when they've had possession. When you get to inside the 30-yard line, they've been unable to even get a single shot off. Athens is consistently able to clear the ball out of harm's way.
So this ball finds its way to Penosa. Was looking maybe there for Morrell, and that one unfortunately unable to collect it. Now Jack Hotz, he'll cut inside. Good movement from Hotz. Hotz cuts back again on his right foot. He'll take a shot that's blocked and go and get it back. And he'll play it into Bauman. Now a ball put back across. Feinstock with now there's a half volley from Hotz. So some pressure here from now the Colts. It's back into Bauman. So we played inside, and Bauman now bound by the end line, puts it back across, back post. Nobody there for the Colts. Now DiGiovanni, he'll make his way up with a lot of green space over midfield. And that one I think might have deflected out. Nope, it doesn't, and it will in fact be a throw-in for the Colts. So 18 minutes to play here in this first half. Goals in the 9th and 13th minute from Adriana Shoya. And in the 19th minute from Brody Feinstock. It's 3-0 here in favor of the Redhawks. You're watching this rivalry matchup right now live on the Michigan Soccer Network. Jonathan Turner, Dan Stickrat here on the call. A foul being called. Now Bauman. Maybe looking for Morrell, and just a miscommunication as that one will roll out.
Checking in for Troy Athens, number 8, Luke Izzo, and number 10, Nick Lujan.
I want to remind everybody tomorrow night, we're going to be out at Grand Blanc High School as they welcome in Midland Dow. That game's kickoff at 7 p.m. Eastern. Talk about that tonight throughout the match. Busy schedule this week for the Michigan Soccer Network and our PMG Sport Network partner. Oh, good brought down, still inside. And there is a shot from distance. Looking to test Etheridge, goes just wide. I think that was Johnny Worrell that took that shot. I couldn't be certain.
Yeah, it was Worrell there on the far left side.
For Troy, number 11, Peter Lido.
Just wide of the net, but finally Troy putting some pace on a shot. The first two shots were blocked well outside the box. Never went anywhere near the goal. Chances are at a premium for the Colts. They're down 3-0 here late in the first half.
Ball find its way to Luke Izzo as this one now put to this near side. Then Aguedetto, another captain here for the Redhawks, coming in off the bench tonight.
Todd Hugh not bashful about using his bench. Already 15 guys have got in this game. We still got 15 minutes left in the first half. So
Cadu goes down, another foul here, this time against the Colts.
So Athens has 2 different goal scorers, and 3 different players have picked up assists on this game. A lot of players getting involved in the attack.
Feinstock puts this one back in. Gonna bounce to the top of the 18 as that one's cleared away by Penosa. Zarin Ahmed is right there defensively. This one put back across. Hotz is right there, and this one kind of pops up. Referee will blow the whistle for another foul, this time against the Redhawks. Hey, if it's your first time stopping by, hit that subscribe button. It seems so easy, but yet so hard. Like this video, like what we're doing. Share this with your friends and family. Follow us on social media at MI Soccer Network on all platforms. Well, this ball almost made its way all the way through to Giglio. Is now Morrell, Aguedetto, now Izzo. Looks into that seam for DiGiovanni. Look may cut back. Ahmed was right there. Now this one cleared up by Larroquette over midfield.
DJ Ovani, kicker on the Troy Athens football team. Get a chance to see the Redhawks play Fraser last Thursday and the season opening weekend.
Ooh, a ball over the top. Not a bad ball at all. Good defensive work there from Larroquette. That one's cleared away by Pulaski. I think they actually deflected off of a Red Hawk. And now it's third throwing. Going to see another sub now. Joey Mendrick will be stepping in here for the Red Hawks. I think that's 16 players now. Isn't that right there, Dan?
Yes. Be the 16th player to get into this game. And guess when you have 16 returning varsity lettermen and a lot of balance and a lot of depth on the team, should be able to use a lot of players. And I guess when you're up 3-0, that affords you a chance to rest some guys, give some bench players some minutes if there's not much of a drop-off in talent.
Well, this is an OA red matchup, too, so this counts towards league standings. Redhawks have 2 of those this week. One here tonight, and they play Seaholm on Thursday. Good ball into that seam.
Seaholm was your OA White Division champ last year, won a district championship, only had 2 losses.
Well, good cutback, but then Pinoza, they're going to try to clear that one. Now Giovanni. That's could do. Cleared up over midfield. So 11 minutes to go here in this first half. 3-0 your score. It's a good win by Ahmed. Finds his way to Alex Marine. DiGiovanni, a little overlapping run back to Marine. He'll still have it as it deflects. Puts this one in the box. A lot of green space now for Bauman to make his work. Playing up here to Giglio. Giglio maybe settles it down. And we'll bring it back to Bauman. That's brought down right to Worrell. He'll get a touch, and that one goes wide. So good build-up play there from the Colts. Worrell still down. I think he ran there into Etheridge, reaching for that ball. Clock comes to a stop, but that one goes just wide.
Worrell kind of collided with the goalie on that attempt. Looks like he took a knee to the right hip.
So a couple good opportunities here for the Colts here, showing some signs of offensive life. We saw that one that went wide from Worrell here a few minutes ago, and just another opportunity here. Off some good ball movement there in transition from the Colts. Worrell maybe just, it looks like he's holding his stomach, so maybe he's trying to regain his breath. Been there, done that. I actually lose my breath like 3 or 4 times a day, actually, so. That's what happens when you turn, well, get into your 40s. Dan, you're in your late 70s, so.
Yep. Rigor mortis is starting to settle in my aging bones. So we had a little break in the action. We were talking about rivalry games. Big week across the state of Michigan. We do have that Midland Dow Grand Blanc, match tomorrow night up in Grand Blanc. Since the Bobcats joined that Saginaw Valley Conference about 10 years ago, that has become a marquee game in that league. Usually on boys' side and girls' soccer, that game means something towards the standings. And we have Adams and Clarkston.
Here's another look at that first goal from Brenna Shoya. Beautiful goal. The heads-up play to take a shot from distance, testing the goalkeepers. We're back underway here now. Worrell came off after clotting with Etheridge. Farrell back in now for the Redhawks. Joey Mendrick now, first touch, and that one will roll out. Last touch there by Carol Yesenevich.
You know, last night we saw a big game on the west side of the state. East Kentwood, honorable mention, the rankings came back from behind to defeat number 3 Rockford. 3-2. Rockford was your Division I state runner-up last season, best season they ever had.
This is a shot from a distance. That's a save by Kolev. I believe that was DiGiovanni that took that shot. Might have been Daniel Cadu as well, as whistle being blown. Apologize, Dan and I both have a cough. It was actually Daniel Cadu who took that shot from DiGiovanni, but Kolev making a fantastic diving save to his right. This one brought in. Oh, back post. Oh, that one's a rebound back to Mark Delicat. And that one goes up and over. Wow, Dan, I mean.
Athens is flirting with another goal here, and if they keep up that type of pressure, another tally might be put up on the board.
Guzmano. Daniel Cadu, he puts us in for DiGiovanni, and that one will roll out for a goal kick. Yeah, a lot of movement happening around the state. Big time games happening. Had a chance to talk with the head coach over at Avondale High School here earlier today, Nick Travapoulos, in his first year as the head coach for the boys' side. Has his team ranked in the top 5 in the state in Division II. This ball played up here on this near side to Giglio. And really where the Colts have faltered in the final third, just that next pass, right? It was something that you see a lot from the Red Hawks and have seen that for very many years, is the ability to shut down and really get compact defensively. And then when they really hurt you is in transition. As a matter of fact, all goals tonight except one in transition on a counterattack. So Mendrick wins the ball, and that's something that Todd Hugh teaches, is speed in transition, build up. A little touch there back to Mendrick, and that one well wide. Maybe looking to play that back to the Athens Red Hawk Stadium, where maybe he was looking to put that shot.
You're just slightly off target.
slightly off target. We're going to see a substitution. Benjamin Sumner will step in. Number 8. He was actually a goalkeeper last year, backup goalkeeper for the Colts. It's 3-0 here. Goals in the 9th, 13th, and 19th minute. Been quiet here the last 14 minutes. Longest drought without goals of the night. Looking to go over the top. It's broken up, but the ball will find its way to Lugerai. They're going to go to the top for DiGiovanni. That's broken up. It finds its way to Cadu. Cadu finds Cadu looked to pull it back. It's cleared away back to Mendrick. A good touch on that far side. Plays inside. There's Delicat. Broken up. So just rolls over that far touchline. Ball on that far side. Put in, and that's Kolev will come up and hang on to it. Something that he needs more confidence in right now. The more of those opportunities we get a chance to hang on to it, because a couple times tonight he's bobbled the ball. One of those came back to bite him. That third goal.
And there was a player, Troy Athens player, right behind him on that cross. He came out and made the play. But if he bobbles that again, Troy Athens might have a close range shot inside the 12.
Kazaneski. Well, that's a foul from. So a foul called there on Carol Kaznesic. So under 5 to play here in this first half. Free kick coming up here for the Red Hawks. We're live here from Troy High School here in Troy, Michigan. Only 3.5 miles separate these two schools. Troy High School is only about 25 years old, this location.
Actually, it opened in 1992.
Was this one 92?
92,
so I apologize. I'm off by about 7 years, I think, 8 years.
I remember because they held a district here that year, and they had a hard time with the grass seed kind of sticking on the near the touch lines. That was when there was no turf. I think Detroit Country Day was the first school in Michigan for high school to get a turf field back in 1999. And now most of the big schools in this area of the state have turf stadiums.
It is true. It is true. Only a few schools still play their games on grass. Foul was just called here. So a free kick coming up here for the Colts. About 55 yards away here from goal. Ball played in, and that one didn't quite make it. Kuzmano is there for the Colts. So he's kind of held up, but there's a collision there with Garcia. He is still down. Rolling down now on the ground. That one maybe stings a little bit, but Garcia pointing to his back. Referee will stop the clock and delay the end of this first half as you see Rodrigo Garcia, the senior forward, on the ground. As you can hear the Red Hawk faithful not happy. But to be fair, I don't know if they'd ever be happy when this player is down on the pitch.
Troy Athens has Jason Buno warming up here on the sidelines. When he enters the game, they'll be the 18th player the Red Hawks have used so far in this first half.
There's another look here at the second goal. This one from Shoya just outside the 18, a one-touch shot. Upper 90 past a diving Simeon Kolev. Beautiful strike, the second goal of the game. And here's another look here at the third goal. And that rebound, and that one went just over the line, says the assistant referee on that far side. There is no VAR here in high school soccer.
You can see Athens players are celebrating already, so they knew the ball had crossed the line on that rebound shot.
See Todd Hugh there as he's training staff here at Troy High School, helping up Rodrigo Garcia.
I had the pleasure of playing against Coach Todd Hugh at the high school level back in the cough 1980s. Hugh was outside midfielder for their 1989 Class A state championship team. That was a great squad, ranked in the top 10 all year.
By the way, Dan, it was just joking when he said the 1980s. He actually played soccer in the 1960s. He did not actually play with Todd Hugh.
I don't know if anyone actually had a team in the 60s in Michigan. I think Cranbrook was the first school to bring in soccer in the early 1970s, and kind of in that Bloomfield, Birmingham area and out in Livonia, the sport was kind of rooted in. And then you got in the early 80s and there was an explosion, and it just has not stopped over 40 plus years in terms of the sport is growing at the high school, the club level.
I don't think soccer's ever really not stopped growing, to be fair. You know, I think it's always been growing. I think that it can grow in different levels and capacities, whether that be through the club or through the youth level, through the semi-professional level. Ball into Pinoza. And the Colts here find an answer here to end this first half. Find some magic. Get one back. 2:18 to play here before the end of the first half.
Athens did a nice job knocking the ball around.
It's cleared back up towards midfield and Bauman. But one back by the Red Hawks. That's Mendrick. Now Cadu. One back. Marine steps up and finds DiGiovanni. Jason Bona now in. He replaced Rodrigo Garcia after that injury and will be called for the foul. So welcome to the match. Bona played on the JV squad last year, a junior forward here for the Red Hawks, who returned 16 players from last year's team. It's cleared back up by Hutman. Hutman, a junior defender who played for JVA last year as well. This ball finds its way top of the 18. Feinstock
1 minute
just
remaining.
poked this one, but stay on the field. It's a shot from distance, and Etheridge with ease. Adam Etheridge was not on this team last year. Did not play for the program according to all the records, so didn't have a chance to talk with Todd Hugh about that. Todd Hugh, fortunately and unfortunately, now is a dual-role member of Athens as he took over for the recently retired longtime athletic director Bob Dowd. He is now the athletic director at Athens High School, so his role definitely a busier one. Kuzmano brings this one down with 15 seconds to go here in this first half. Looks to switch to that far side, a touch.
9, 8,
and this one will go out for a goal kick.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And there is the end of this first half. As 3-0. Here is
first half of Troy Athens. Able to capitalize 3 times within a 10-minute span, Jonathan, and they have a 10-5 shots edge and 6-1 on frame. They have control play for spurts of the game. Troy did a nice job there for a while of knocking the ball around, but they get inside the 30 yards from the goal, and they have a hard time creating chances.
Well, that they do.
So Athens, in an unusual situation, this rival game, up 3-0 in the half, and I've been thinking about, as this broadcast moves along, this game moves along, what is the all-time biggest differential in a soccer game within Troy Athens and Troy, both boys and girls? I can't remember ever being 3 or more goals in a contest. Not to say that doesn't happen, but a lot of ties, a lot of one-goal games dating back to the early 1980s. So if Athens keeps up the offensive pressure and is able to convert a few more times, they may set some type of record in the rivalry match.
They might. I don't know the number. We'll take a look at it. But here we are. We're at the half. It is 3-0 here in favor of the Red Hawks over the Troy High Colts here. 40 minutes to play on the other side of the break. You're watching the Soccer City Cup live on the Michigan Soccer Network. I'll be back.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Common in these rankings?
I wouldn't say uncommon, but Granville Calvin Christian.
Ball go over the top, looking for Kraft. Toffler right there now. Kraft, one-on-one. Kraft, and that's one.
We're excited to have you stopping by. John Turner, Dan Stickrat. And we're talking high school soccer rankings and playoffs and much more here on this Monday.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Northwestern is up from 12, now at 10.
Welcome back here into Troy High School as we are just about 4 minutes to go here for the start of this second half. Some weather looks like it's rolling in here, so hopefully we'll get some more of this game in. I do believe if you are up by more than 2 goals, MHSAA, if you complete one half, then that game is a completed game after 40 minutes. We'll take a look here at some of those first half replays, highlights as they call them. This is the first one here. That first goal, a shot from 30 yards out on the nose. It's this next one here goes back to number 2. As this one was going to be going out, it actually hit Larroquette and then somehow found a way to stay on. Is good ball Top of the 18 for Shoya, who's got his second goal of the night. Take a look here at the third and final one of the first half. Free kick here from Delacat, and no one rebound, and Feinstock was there to put that one up and in, says the assistant referee on that far side. And that is all of your scoring here in the first half. As this was that opportunity from Worrell, it went just wide. And one more opportunity where Worrell ran into Etheridge. But that was the closest of those opportunities right there. 3-0 here at the half. Red Hawks up big, ranked number 10 in the state of Michigan, according to the Michigan High School Soccer Coaches Association. As a matter of fact, those rankings are running right now on the bottom of your screen in our ticker. And they've been running there throughout this entire game. As a matter of fact, we actually bring you the high school ranking show each and every Sunday night live from our Premier Sports Center studio in Shelby Township, Michigan. This past Sunday evening, we released the top 60 teams from around the state for week number 2. Red Hawks ranked number 10. The Colts were ranked last week in the top 15, and after their first 2 games, moved out. As they were ranked number 13 in the preseason ranks.
And we talked about that Sunday night. I think that was a little bit more on what the Colts did last season in 2022. Senior-laden team that finished 18-2-0.
Yeah, they did their 18-2-0 last year. Had 2 losses. Only 2 losses that happened last year. One to the Red Hawks. Another one to Rochester Adams in the regional semifinals at Adams. That game, the Colts were losing 2-0 in that one. Coming back, scoring 2 goals in the second half. And then each team shared a goal in overtime. And then a shootout. John Kuhn makes the save on the 5th kick to send Rochester Adams in the regional finals against Acre Bay, who they beat. And they beat Plymouth Salem in the state semifinals and went on to beat Rockford 2-0. Rockford make it their furthest ever in the state tournament to the state finals. Game played out on the the west side of the state at East Kentwood, I believe, once again. And that game 2-0 in favor of the Rochester Adams Highlanders, getting their second state championship in school history. The last one previous to that was 2001. Sorry, 1999.
Yeah, they were state runner-up in 2001.
1999. When they won it with Juan Delgado. And that was when Omaconda brothers were still part of that team, Paul and Simone.
That was an absolute stacked roster Adams had back in the fall of 1999.
It was. Yeah. I don't want to talk too much about it because I was on the Troy Athens team that fell to Brother Rice, who ended up losing. I believe they lost in the state semifinals to Rochester Adams that year. We actually lost to Brother Rice in the regional semifinals out at Warren D. LaSalle. Well, it wasn't Warren D. LaSalle. It was this park. I don't know there's a park. So they used to play out over there in Macomb County, but I don't want to talk about that anymore.
Some bad memories, but
for sure. As we're about to get back underway here, second half now underway. Is Colts find themselves in a 3-goal hole here to start this second half. There's Marine now to Hopman. Oh, good move from Ramirez. This puts this one inside. Shoya has got Cadu. Ball pushed out wide to Farrow. Farrell looks to put this one into the box. And that one's off Ramirez's head.
Strange first half, Jonathan. I don't think we saw a single corner kick from either side over the first 40 minutes of play.
I do believe we have a different goalkeeper in goal. Or is it the same one? Looks like it's 22 on the jersey. I don't know if no way of really finding out, but Worrell now back in this one after getting knocked up there in that first half. Ahmed puts this one in towards Etheridge, and Etheridge makes the grab. Crowd still spending much of their time at the concession stand. Ball from LeBay. So now Delcat, and he'll be taken down, but going to say this one goes out for a goal kick instead. Todd Hughes saying, hey, it was not a foul. It should be a corner, right? I mean,
I thought that was clearly off a Troy player, but the referee said otherwise. We still do not have a corner in the match. But what we do have is a lot of offensive fireworks for the Redhawks so far. 3-0 here early in the second half. They scored all 3 goals within a 10-minute time frame midway through the first half.
That they did is Bay throws this one in towards Ramirez, and good defensive work there from Blanco. But no, this now goes out for a goal kick. Dan, stand me if I'm correct, but I don't think there were any corners in that first half.
No, there was no corners.
Very interesting.
Athens was very productive.
No offsides either.
Now there was one offsides about 5 minutes into the game against the Redhawks. Other than that,
that's right. It was a hard collision. Now is another yellow card this time. This one goes to Clay Cusmano. So second yellow card of the match. This one coming here in the 44th minute. Feinstock will take this kick. Seen him taking much of Redhawks free kicks here this evening. And the one he didn't take was the one that resulted in the goal that he scored on. Ball goes right to Cadu. A little touch on it. He'll cut back. He'll have a wide open look at the flex and somehow finds a way right at the goalkeeper, Kolev. Now Worrell. He'll end up falling over. I believe that's Farrell that was going down, and it was. So we'll see Cusmano come back in now.
Returning for the Colts, number 10, Clay Cusmano.
As much as an offensive juggernaut that Troy High was last season, led by Palomino and Worrell, they have now gone 3.5 games without a goal yet this season, as they're still trying to find some offensive rhythm, some players that can step up and provide some goals. And their schedule's not going to get any easier with 6 ranked teams from the OA Red Division so far, plus Troy playing a lot of very good teams from other leagues across the state in the non-conference part of their schedule.
Bauman dispossessed by Cadu. It's Daniel Cadu, the sophomore midfielder. Are the returning 16 players from last year's team. Foul there called on Nick Rossi, the junior midfielder playing on the JVA squad last year. One of the new 8 players on this Athens Redhawks team. Looks like we're going to see a three-man wall, Dan. Vanishing spray comes out from the center referee. Don't see that too often at the high school level. This ball brought in. Larroquette gets a head on it, still inside the 18. Kuzmano goes down, deflected ball, somehow finds the back of the net. It's 3-1. I think Johnny Worrell is going to be credited there with the shot. That went in. So the ball bounces around, Dan. Chaos created, something we talked about early. So early in this match, they're actually going to call the goal to Bauman, by the way.
Yeah, Worrell had the initial shot, and Graham Bauman had the rebound and tucks it in the back of the net.
But we talked about how you mentioned, like, you know, there are goals that are going to happen where, you know, these chaos moments, clusters in the box, so to speak. And that's exactly what that was. Bringing new life here into the Colts.
Their first goal of the match for the Colts, first of the season for Troy. They'll be able to play the way back into this game, down 3-1. Plenty of time left in this match, just early in the second half.
Here's another look at that free kick. Might have to cut this one short if it comes back in. We're going to have to. We'll bring it back in a second as this ball goes all the way to Kolev. I don't know if there's an assist on that play or not.
Yeah, well, Jack Hotz served a long ball into the box. Royal got a tap on it towards the goal, and then...
Well, first Larroquette got a head on it, and then it kind of popped around. Again, just a lot of people just trying to kick at a ball. And that's the chaos that you're talking about. That, you know, where almost like playoff soccer, right? Where you're just put a ball in the box and see if any kind of menace can happen. And that's what happened there. The ball, loose ball, and, you know, bad clearances by the Redhawks, not being able to clear it away. And the Colts have a way to respond, score a goal, and now it's 3-1.
So Troy went 3.5 games without a goal. This takes a little bit of pressure off the Colts. Now they finally have been able to break that plane. Now they can sit there and try to play simple soccer to claw their way back into this match. Still down 3-1.
So this is the replay right here on the, he's in Larroquette. Yep, and then somehow it finds the way in the back of the net as Redhawks now making their way up on this near side. That's a hard tackle. And you can see a little shoving now going on between the Colts and the Redhawks. Shoya there with Jack Hotz and Larroquette. But a hard tackle, foul called. Oh no, they didn't call a foul. Ball just went out. The temperature of this game starting to rise. Flag does go up as the ball crossed the goal line. The end line, not the goal line.
When you went to Troy Athens back in the late 90s, you played Troy several times. Any of your matches ever go into overtime, Jonathan? Like a state tournament match? Or?
Yes. In 1997, we actually won on a golden goal here at Troy High in a district semifinal. It was I remember a night game. I was on that side over there where all the fans are right now, sitting. Scored on a golden goal. We were losing 1-0 in the game. A red card was issued to one of our players. Found a way to come back and score one. I think it went to overtime, scored on a golden goal. We won here. That's the year we won. That's previous to 2019. That was the last state championship for the boys' side. It's part of that. But I remember, as a senior, we actually played twice, the Colts. When I was a senior, that was when you played home and away in the OA, whatever it was called then.
Yeah, it was OA Division I back then. They got rid of the home and away in the early 2000s.
Yeah, it's because it's now 16. You have 8 teams. You're playing 16 matches basically, or 15 matches. It just doesn't make sense. You want to have a good, play a good league schedule, and then play a good non-league schedule. And
back then the OA went with 4 divisions, so you had 4 divisions of 6 or 7 teams, so it afforded you a chance to play each other twice. But they felt, a lot of the coaches back in the late 90s felt that playing each other twice in the regular season was a lot.
Well, yeah, because it makes it harder for you to prepare for a deep playoff run when you're competing, for these harsh league environments. This is a league game here tonight. It's tough. It's a tough battle. Is all cleared away by Blanco. No, I remember. When I coached the Groves as the head coach there for 5 years, we played in the blue when I first got there. We played in the white. When we played in the blue, it was home and away. You didn't have a choice. There was only 5 teams in the blue. We ended up being in the white. We only played 1 game in the white against our opponents. This is the first quarter of the match coming up here now to the Red Hawks. Looks like we're going to see Griffin LeBay take this one. Something that the Red Hawks are really good at are set pieces. This one comes in low, still inside the box. Kuzmano tries to clear, now could do on his left foot, a little shove. So now that's Pulowski. Pulowski looks to switch this to the near side, and now here come the Colts. That one's given right back to the Red Hawks from Kuzmano, who's already on a yellow card. Got to be careful from getting a second one. And
a little bit of a jersey tug there against the Colts, so Athens gets the restart here just inside midfield.
So right now they're saying Rochester Adams is losing to Clarkston 2-1 right now. This ball up over the top, and Kolev comes up with it. Clarkston's a good team. They've been good for many years. They've gone to 2 straight regional finals.
They've won districts in 4 of the last 5 years. They've had a nice pipeline of talent.
They have, and so my opinion is that they're good for them. But they are, in fact, they're ranked number 4th in the state. They're in the top 5 for a reason. They had a Mr. Soccer candidate last year, and Richie Ludwig.
They have Sabalian Roy this year, should be a Mr. Soccer candidate. His dad, Travis Roy, was actually Mr. Soccer for Livonia Stevenson back in 1991 when the Spartans were the Class A state champs, and he later played for Wisconsin.
So lose your eye now on the ball here for the Red Hawks. Plays this one back. Hubman, is this one finds his way to Delicat. Delicat with 1 touch, saved by Kolev. Point blank shot opportunity for Mark Delicat, and he's unable to capitalize. Simeon Kolev comes up big inside the 6. You see a substitution here now for both sides as Ramirez will step back on.
Kolev doing a much better job here in the second half, thwarting the Athens opportunities.
Behind us, what you can't see is cloud cover starting to make its way here. The sky is dark off to our left.
Yeah, definitely some storms brewing off to the north and northwest.
That they are.
Other than some light sprinkles around 6:15, we haven't had any rain here in Troy yet. But these clouds are passing over us, so we could be a little wet here shortly. I don't think I ever remember there being this much rain in the months of July and August as we've had here in 2023. It's been insane here in southeastern Michigan. Rain several days a week.
That it has is.
There's people still without power from those storms that came through on Thursday and Saturday.
So So based on this, there is no lightning detected in any of that storm. So looks like it's just rain. Guidado goes down.
I think his feet just got caught up, tangled up with a Troy player.
Ball played in towards Worrell, and good win there by Alex Marine. Good defensive play from Ahmed. Ramirez looking for Aguidado. Aguidado there with Ahmed. Ahmed ties up, get tied up. And Aguidado is going to be called for the foul. You really can't do that, so you can't really hold a player like a bear hug like that. So I understand why there was a call there. So a lot of people are starting to make their way out of the stadium. They might get wet. So kind of reminiscent of the Lions game from back in the 2000s, right, where people would show up to get really excited about a game, and then right around halftime they all leave. I'm not saying that's the case here. It's just that weather. As the Red Hawks faithful just giving it now to all the fans leaving as it's starting to rain here now. The umbrellas start to come out.
It looks like the Troy Athens student section is holding on, but Troy Stampede is starting to filter out towards the exit. Some of the parents are also migrating north towards their cars. But no lightning, this game will continue.
If I could yell at them right now and say, hey, turn on your phones and watch the game. Turn on your phone and watch the game. Oh, there is lightning. So lightning has...
We are currently in a weather delay. All spectators must leave the stadium and head back to your vehicles.
I guess lightning.
Both teams must head inside of the school to the locker rooms. Once again, all spectators.
So you hear it from the public address announcer here at Troy High School is lightning is currently in the area. So this game will be paused until a decision is made. We'll stick around here for a couple moments. We do have a nice weather delay bug, as it's currently 3-1 here. We'll rotate with commercials. We'll step aside here. It's a 30-minute delay no matter what we do. So we're looking at least 30 minutes. It's 30 minutes for every lightning. This is a school day, so they will delay. They will delay here until they make that decision. So we'll step aside here for station identification here and commercial breaks. But right now it's 3-1 here. We're currently in a weather delay. So don't go anywhere. We'll come back here if this game will continue. Either way, we'll let you know. It's 3-1 here. It's the Soccer City Cup live right here on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Good.
Come on, Dad, get me.
Nice play. All right, go. There you go.
So cute. At Ally, we're helping millions save more for the things that matter most to them. Whatever you're saving for, we're all better off with an Ally.
Get back to work. Oh.
Every small business has expenses as it grows. Whether you're a farmer, a wedding planner, or anything in between, PFCU can help. With a suite of business services, we can help build your business.
Since 1936, Dover has been specializing in doors for your home.
Do you do garage doors?
Dover does it. The area's largest selection to meet everybody's style and budget.
But do you do entry doors?
Absolutely. From steel, fiberglass, wood core, we have the look you'll love. Dover does it.
How about storm doors?
Of course, we have them all. Steel, aluminum, glass, and the very popular retractable screen. Dover does it.
Were you going to ask about interior doors?
Why not?
You know it. Whether it's a hanging door, bifold door, sliding door, special shapes and sizes, Dover does it. For all your door needs, installation or service, trust the experts. We've been delivering quality for over 80 years. Dover does it.
I work in nursing home, I work in the restaurant, and I own my own food truck. And I banquet Huntington. I used to always look at that sign, come on, own your own home. So one day I just said, okay, I'm gonna go talk to the banker. And he didn't tell me, no, it's not possible. He told me anything was possible. And that made me feel good. Hi, I'm Veronica, and this is my banker, Roger. He's awesome. He's a good guy.
There's good. Then there's sticky, sweet, spicy, double your napkins, don't even share with your own best friend. General So Good. Introducing General Soul Sauce for a limited time at Buffalo Wild Wings.
At Dort Financial Credit Union, we believe in fulfilling our members' dreams and care deeply about supporting our community.
Without amazing partners like Dort Financial Credit Union, we would not be able to do what we do. And that's truly the backbone of our organization, is having those partnerships and community relationships.
From supporting community events to our employee volunteers, we are passionate about giving back to organizations that are important to you and helping make our community a great place to live, work, and play.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back here into Troy High School, where we are in a weather delay, and that delay is now turned into a termination, and this game is now considered complete. The referees here made the call just a few moments ago. It was a tough decision. They came in here, they had a conversation with us, and they said, we're going to Granite City Food and Brewery right now, is what they said. But either way, it's 3-1 is your final score. full-time here from Troy High. 2023 fall edition of the Soccer City Cup goes to Troy Athens High School here on this Tuesday evening. For all of our production team here at the Michigan Soccer Network, I want to give a shout out to Ryan Gagnon, our camera operator, Sam Fisher, our technical producer tonight. Woo-hoo! My broadcast partner extraordinaire, Mr. Dan Stickrat. I'm Jonathan Turner. I want to remind everyone tomorrow night we're back out at doing this all over again. Tomorrow, Grand Blanc versus Midland Dow. And then Thursday, PMG Sports Network back here at Troy High for some football. 7 o'clock, Neil Rule on the call. 7 o'clock here on Thursday night. Friday, I'm in Chicago. I'll be calling a UPSL Chicago Nation taking on Wisłaska, Chicago in the UPSL Midwest Central Conference. And then Saturday, I'm at Gold Star as they welcome in the Savannah Clovers in Nisa. And then Sunday, the high school ranking show comes back at you Labor Day weekend. So a lot going on here this week, 6 days of broadcast. So we thank you for joining us. My name's Jonathan Turner. And like I always say here on the Michigan Soccer Network, we'll see you next time for more soccer.